So if this were a game of chess, he's trying to say that this is just a check and hoping to see the next move of the deputy governor if he will move his piece back and retreat and maybe withdraw his candidature in that parallel primary, if, of course, you are a chess person. But the majority leader also talked about perjury, aside divulging state secrets, some of the allegations put forward, and he has 7 days to reply. I'd like us to wind down with this point. You mentioned the FCT minister, Mr. Wike, and there have been reports that the governor, that's Governor Obaseki, has been trying to mend the relationship between them. You know, he was perceived as disloyal, with the support that the former Governor Wike gave him when he was vying for second term. You know how tumultuous that period was, but the former governor came through for him and all of that. But then they fell through eventually, war of words and the rest. So speak to us about that relationship. Are they now back in good terms? Because a lot of people had also alleged that the FCT minister was supporting Mr. Shoaibu, all of that in the mix. So tell us about that, Reverend Martins.
Thank you very much. Talking about the game of chess, I play a bit of chess. I think I've seen some of your reels where you played with a king chess player. So I'm sure I'm not at your level, but I expressed, a personal opinion. This is me as Reverend Olu Martin, thinking that if we went for your head, you probably forget your cap. If you have to choose between your head and your cap. But talking about the governor's relationship, maybe I should adjust the word that you use, disloyal. The governor is governor. The Wike was also governor at that time. So you can't really be disloyal to your contemporary. Maybe you can misinterpret. You can say maybe it wasn't appreciative or whatever it is. But I don't think that disloyal is the right word to use, because this is governor, to governor. Nobody is higher than the other. But
these were opinions that were put out there by the political watchers and pundits.
You can't use the word.
No, I didn't use it. I am quoting what they said, and they saw them as friends, as colleagues, and the rest, and that was what was out there. I'm just putting that to you.
That's fine. That's fine. But let me talk about addressing your major issue. Like they say in politics, politics is a game of interest. There are no permanent friends, and there are no permanent enemies. A time was where the media was awash with a certain enmity between an Adams Aliu Oshomole and a Governor Obaseki. At the last Alagodao, the Adams Aliu Oshomole, the former governor, Comrade Adams Aliu Oshomole, now senator, the former governor, was given an award, and it was at the state dinner, and we saw a rapprochement. So it is politics. Politics is a game of crisis and consensus. Sometimes we differ to agree, and sometimes we disagree to agree, and then sometimes we just go our different ways. So at whatever point in time that the governor and the former governor, they are not enemies. They differed on principle, they differed on perspective, and perhaps they differed on policy. At whatever point in time that they find a meeting point, perhaps they can work together. But come on, it is usually at this level. Like the Bible says, Abraham and Lot didn't have a problem. It was the headsmen of Abraham and the headsmen of Lot that have the problem. Usually it is the followers that have more problem with themselves than the leaders. I'm not sure that Governor Obaseki has a personal grouse with Governor, Wike. They could work together when they could work together. And they can still work together, even for the developers in Nigeria. I'm sure that they work. I'm sure it's nothing personal.
Well, the Holy Book also says, be at peace with all men. But it looks like politicians read another.
As much as, it says as much as within you.
Another scripture. So we might be seeing the governor and the deputy governor hugging very soon. Since you say that, politics is always dynamic. So we can see Governor Obaseki and Comrade Tribal just making up in the coming days. But we'd like to thank you so much. It's always interesting speaking with you, Reverend Olu Martin. Do you have, that comradeship from, university, bringing it into politics and ministry and the rest? Reverend Olu Martin is Executive Director, Canvassers for Democracy and the Rule of Law. Thank you for your time.